This is Meagan Carper, homework number 2, biology 1610, and I'm going to be explaining the difference between diversity, natural selection, and fitness. So first I'm going to go over diversity, which is the difference between organisms. So for example, we have chimps, apes, monkeys. They're all kind of sort of the same like organism / species, but they're different in their own ways to adapt to their environment. And then next we have natural selection, which is kind of the environment's way of choosing which traits it wants to succeed. So I did like some research, and back when like the first kind of giraffes were discovered, they actually had necks that were like normal size length, but over time as the trees got taller, they had to keep stretching and stretching to make their necks longer, so they kind of like adapted to their environment, so now they have these really long necks, and that's kind of like natural selection. And like the giraffes that have like lower necks probably won't survive as well. And then next is fitness, which is how many copies of your genes get passed down through like the next generation. So for example, I saw like a chart where where one family had like 2 kids and one family had like 3 kids, and then over time like the people who had 2 kids, their genes like went down, and the people who had 3 kids, their genes just like kept expanding and expanding. And so like a good example of fitness would be the Duggar family, because their genes are going to be around for like millions of years versus someone who has like 1 kid or maybe 2.
Okay.
So now you have to explain diversity.
Okay, so diversity is like how some species are still the same species, but they have differences. So like apes, there's gorillas, orangutans, chimps, lots of other kinds.
Good job. And now natural selection.
That's the environment's way of deciding what traits it wants to survive and to continue on. So like you gave the example of the giraffes having to, in order to survive, they had to adapt their necks to become longer, and there's lots of other examples.
And then fitness.
And that's how many copies of a gene gets passed down. So the more offspring somebody or something has, the more fit they are, because it'll keep going on and on like Jim Duggar.
Good job. All right. Thanks.